We are here now today gathered again for the Open Pitch Friday, which we hold every first Friday of the month. And today we are here, like always, in the StartupLab, which is for people in the university and outside as an accelerator for startups. We do research, we teach, and we innovate. And without further ado, I would like to introduce our first startupper. We have 3 pitches today. So basically we use roughly 5 minutes for each pitch, and then we have time for questioning in the audience here in the room. And these all are typically broadcasted, and they are stored at the YouTube in our channel. So now I will welcome our first presenter, pitcher, startupper, Mr. Joonas Himmanen and his company called Duality. Let's give a warm welcome to Joonas.
Okay, so I'm Joonas Himmanen and I'm from Duality, and many people use a multi-monitor setup, especially at the work, at the office. But of course, if you are like IT enthusiast, yeah, you probably also have 2 or even more screens. The reasons why you use more than 1 screen is because, well, it's more efficient. You can do multitasking. Like if you want watch a video while you watch another video, that is possible. The problem is when you go outside of your home, of your office, your desktop looks like this. You cannot bring your second monitor with you to lectures, to meetings, or to hotel room. Well, there are options, of course. You could buy a portable monitor. You have your iPad, iPhone, but those are not the best solutions because, well, the tablet is just tablet. It's not extension of your laptop, and well, you have to carry something extra if you want portable monitor. Well, my solution is having a second screen for a laptop that is attached to your computer and is part of your laptop. So the screen is 8.9 inches. It can be powered by USB, works with HDMI, and in future it will also work in USB-C because that's what the new laptops want. Well, anyway, what I'm currently doing is that I've done the proof of concept product. I'm doing the prototype, and this is actually in the prototype phase already. But what I now have to do is test marketing and find some kind of funding or answer to the funding. And speaking of funding, which is the next thing what I'm doing is I have to search the answer what kind of funding I want to use. I could go crowdfunding campaign solo, but I also could use investors or maybe someone buys the whole company. But one option is that I find investors to do a crowdfunding campaign, because to do a successful crowdfunding campaign you still need a lot of money for marketing and so on. Also, I'm going to do a slush in a few weeks to find some of the answers for especially of the funding part. And so if you are going there, we could meet there. But yeah, thank you. I will be making a website and it is launching soon, but if you want to contact me, well, there's my Facebook page, and you can also email me. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Joonas. I will go on the other side so you can stay in the center stage. So, so you're going to slush. Wonderful. And is there anybody else going to slush, by the way? So we have 2 of us are going to slush, so you will meet us there, but we are buddies already. You don't need to meet us, but you need to meet some others. So are you looking to meet investors?
Yes.
Have you already booked meetings with investors?
I've sent few messages, but I haven't booked anything yet. The matchmaking started 2 days ago, and I still have to do those.
I think that is a key to your success in Slush, that you are using and exploiting the matchmaking opportunity. Any questions from the audience? Duality is already here, potentially to be purchased.
Well, as an Amish people, I didn't really understand the idea. Or is it so that you are saying that this screen will increase the productivity of an individual?
Yes, it is studied that having more than one screen, it can increase your productivity by on average 43%.
Okay.
Because you can have multiple things open at the same time. While you write like essay or report, you can watch the sources on the other screen.
Yeah. And actually, I was participating in a seminar last week where I was listening to a brain researcher, and she said that multitasking is extremely dangerous. Have you heard about it?
No.
Okay, that was a joke. But what comes to the investors, I think that you are quite early in a quite early stage, and you should primarily look for business angels and FF investors. You're too early for venture cap investors. But on the other hand, you have this kind of material product that you can use in crowdfunding, which might be an option for you.
Yeah, my plan is kind of go to the crowdfunding because I think this is the right kind of product for that. But there's an option that I do it complete myself, or find some kind of investor to help with that, because there are expenses even if you want to make a really successful crowdfunding campaign, because marketing and so on can cost tens of thousands of euros.
All right. Other ideas? In the audience here, people don't see how many people we are. Let's do a check. How many of you would be curious about the product that Jonas has invented? Curious and consider it in their own laptop. Okay, about 50%. That's very nice.
Also, I would ask, how many of you use more than one monitor? Yeah, I think that's 50% or even more. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What kind of controls you will have onto that monitor, like in terms of like changing brightness or like colors?
Well, the current one doesn't have any controls. It's all within the software of the computer. But the future model could have controls. It completely depends what kind of product it will become, because it will change because it's still on the early prototype phase.
What I've seen that in the market there's a trend that if you have an iPad, you can actually, with some kind of a support, you can actually attach it with your monitor and make it a second monitor. And
yeah, it's an option. It's kind of flimsy. It doesn't. Because iPad is kind of heavy. Also, there's significant lag because it's not real monitor because it's wireless. But also you have to do the hassle of attaching it and taking it back. But it is an competitor in a way, so it is something I know exists.
But one thing that I know that you need in Slush will be numbers.
Yeah.
So people will be very curious if they are going to put some money on table. They want to know something about the market, and they also want to know how others have done, if they have succeeded it or failed, other crowd funding campaigns or something. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Jonas Himmanen. Thank you so much. All right, and now we are changing the presentation, and and welcoming our next entrepreneurs on stage. And without any further words, here we have Black Mirror Industries. Welcome.
All right, we are Black Mirror Industries. The name to the famous TV show is somewhat coincidental. The name comes from the same place, from the black mirrors, which are the screens. If you know, the black reflects your own face back. This is partly what we are trying to solve. So, most of us are familiar with the problem of explaining things, and this goes to the barber. When I or somebody else usually go to the barber, we have three kind of choices: to have a buzz cut by choice, buzz cut by not so much choice, or some kind of undercut. And these are the main options we have. But we are looking to change that with our backlit mirror. We are going to put up basically a screen behind the mirror, and we can project different kind of images through the mirror. And with our artificial intelligence system, we are looking to project different kind of hairstyles. So when a customer is going to request some kind of hairstyle, the barber can automatically choose or show what kind of hair he or she is going to get. As well, most of us know that explaining things is quite hard, like we are seeing just now. The technology is going to be an artificial intelligence, and if somebody is familiar with the game Sims, where you can modify the hairstyles and such, it's going to be a bit similar interface with our mirror. You can change the hair and maybe something else, but hair is currently what we are looking to develop. And in other features, there is possibility to add some textual information, games, almost anything to the screen or the mirror. I personally, I don't care about cars, and only magazines for males in these kind of barbers. They are car magazines, so unless I'm looking to my shoes, I don't have much to do in barber. And we can fix that with our backlit mirror. It is going to have a artificial intelligence, which I already mentioned, and blockchain. And Jonas is going to talk about more.
Yeah, so it's going to be saving everything if customer is just accepting that. So when you go to the barber shop and you choose what your haircut is going to be, it's going to save the haircut you got. And next time you go to the barber shop, you don't have to again explain or do anything like that, because most of people go to the barber shop and they want the same as they got last time. But how could barber remember that? So they can choose the same haircut they took last time. And we are also going to use the data from we got from the barbers as training data for machine learning systems. So because everybody have different kind of hair, it's kind of unique what kind of haircut barber can do for anyone. So we are going to train the machine learning so it can understand what kind of hair just you can get.
With teaching our algorithms, we can make this more a subscription-based service that the barber shops has to subscribe into our service, and they are going to get better and better hairstyles to suggest to the customer. And Joni is going to tell more of the value that the customer, in our case barber shop, is going to get.
Yeah, so what we aim for is we aim for better customer satisfaction through better quality and also increased efficiency. As was mentioned, describing things can be really hard unless you want something really simple like this. So well, yeah, pretty much the mirror shows different hairstyles and it eases both barber and the customer's job there. Customer has easier time explaining and barber has easier time understanding what the customer wants.
This increases the turnaround time and barbers can get more customers obviously when you have to spend less time with one customer. Alright, any questions?
Alright, well done, thank you so much. I will space behind here. And so in which stage are you?
We are early, we are really early.
Alright, so you haven't yet considered the costs or something like that?
If we are going to outsource the mirrors from China, it's going to be something like 4,000 euros.
So for you would say unit cost would be 4,000?
Yeah, but the technology itself is quite easy to manufacture in Finland. It's basically just a screen and a mirror and a small Raspberry Pi computer, so nothing too technical.
Alright, so just the costumes, is this part of your black industries or is it more like Halloween?
This is how we regularly
This is alright. I have no questions now. I will have more later, but please, audience, let's use the opportunity to ask questions.
This is an excellent idea. You're really solving a serious problem of mankind. For instance, I have visited several times barbers and my hair is getting grey all the time and I don't have any solution for it. But now you are basically proposing that there's some kind of on live simulation of hairstyles.
Yeah.
When the customer is sitting on the bench, then he or she will see what he or she would look like after the operation.
Exactly.
Very good idea. That is excellent, I would say. And the only thing that I'm wondering, you mentioned these trendy words like artificial intelligence or blockchain. Okay, so that means software. Is there some kind of hardware included in this idea?
The hardware, as I mentioned previously, is quite simple. That's something that can already be bought, and I know these kind of things has been manufactured in this building about 20 years ago. It's really simple. The hardware part is going to be copied if this is going to take off. There's no question about it. And the key is the software, and we are software people.
Right.
What's your timetable?
Currently none. We are looking to develop this, but it contains some things like the building the actual prototype and the software. It's going to take some months, probably half a year.
Which sounds reasonable. I mean, it sounds very reasonable. I mean, half a year is not a very long time. So, Jonas, please.
Have you done any competitor analysis? Are there similar products already in the market?
Not that we know, but the technology is already existing. Yeah, you can already like your hairstyles and stuff. You can already change in Instagram. We are going to just take these kind of technologies and put it in a different place.
Because I have seen some videos where you look at the camera and it shows your hairstyle a little bit different, and of course you can swap your hair color and so on.
Yep.
So there are some kind of similar things. I don't know if they are products yet, so they must be just text them.
Yep.
I know there are apps already doing something like similar to this.
Yeah, it's like combining these.
Yeah, it is not rocket scientist what we are trying to do. We are just taking existing technologies and bring them to a new place.
Stop saying that is simple. I mean, it's never simple. I mean, if it would be simple, we would have done it a million times. There are many things that will be very challenging on the way. Not to say that getting a barber to invest 4,000 euro is money. and then keeping to pay to monthly payment. Any other comments before we move on our last? So please,
Have you been
two more.
discussing with the barbers, your customers?
With a little bit,
You should.
yeah. Like the photo things, the before and after photos, that is really something that barbers would like to have, because customers usually go with, I like to have the same kind of hairstyle I last time cut.
Ray.
Yeah, so you, from the former question, so you would have more like a B2B business?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Have you developed your business plan in accordance with some help, or
Nope.
have you been, for example, in
We are early stage, we are just,
yeah, but you could maybe go to the pre-incubator course of the Startup Factory. So that could be one place where you can actually develop your business plan. Several other teachers have been there, so they have some experience
Yeah.
of that. Were you aware of that? Yeah.
I was somewhat knowing that there is
That's
some kind
no.
of things.
Yeah,
That's secret sign language of no.
Yeah.
All right. So Abra, still one more.
I have a question, like not a question, more like a comment.
Yep.
I think the idea is great, but the thing that Jonas mentioned, like the existence of similar kind of apps, I think it was the biggest challenge to actually make the barbers invest for 4,000 in place of like they can get similar kind of experiences through just an app.
If I could retort that there is a lot of baby boomers are generation, they are going to install app, but they are generation that is going to use barber service. What comes to the price of the device, we can actually lease them.
I mean, if the barbershop actually has a device and each customer comes and shows it to them, like what kind of thing that you want,
Yeah,
I think that's more cost effective compared
it
to
is, but we are going maybe do a bit different market. Like the baby boomers, we are 20, 30-year-old people, and we are familiar with the apps and phones and stuff like that.
Who are the baby boomers you talk about?
Some other people.
All right. Maybe there are some baby boomers in the audience. Thank you so much. Well done, guys. Well done. All right. And now we go into our final pitch of today, and we will change the presentation. And all right, let's give a nice welcome to Chang to present her next startup. So welcome. And the floor is yours.
Thank you. Hello everyone. So how many of you have kids? Yeah, so congratulations. So as a parent, as a parent, do you open Netflix or give them a iPad, then they can leave you alone? And if you do that, do you curious what information they are receiving every day, and will you feel worried that that the technology will ruining their creativity? They spend all the time on their iPad or computer. So how about give the kids a chance to express their thoughts with their imagination? So the solution, my solution is to help them to make cartoons, because cartoon is fun, cartoon videos. But it's difficult for kids, to a 7-year-old, to make cartoons, to drawing. So how about we use this old art to help them, the hand shadow. So the hand shadow is already pictures, and then we can convert this hand shadow to more cartoon pictures, and with those pictures together, it's a video, right? So it would be much easier for kids to make videos. So this is what I do. So as an author, the kid, it has to show the finger like this. So we will try to figure out is a rabbit from our database, or if they want to explore something else, like I want to make a fish. So find the fish which look most like this, like this. So this is the fish in my mind. Just help me to find the real fish. from the Wikipedia, and then with this they can make a video, and then as a parent you have to guess from the shadow what animal it is. If you guess it right, then the video continues. Then it kind of interaction, it makes you help you to focus, to give a feedback to your kids. Okay, you're really making something, and I understood it. So, and also as a kid, if they find it not interesting enough, not pretty enough, we can use transfer learning to add some move the classical painting style to their simple cartoons or cave painting. Those cave painting like those pictures from millions years ago. Yeah, this is her. So my revenue model is, first of all, the advertisement part. That is simple. And there are also extra functions like remove the advertisement and add more painting style, add music, add voice, and also cooperation mode so they can put the picture together with their friends. And I found some other cartoon making apps online, but they're brilliant, they're very great, but they're too difficult for 7-year-old. I went to a kindergarten and tried to, if they are interested in hand shadow and if they want to make stories, but I found those apps are definitely too difficult for them. So that's why I came up with this idea. So my marketing plan is, first of all, the basic functions are free, and they can share with friends, and also they can use those, the people can upload their paintings, and then they can get paid from users if the other users want to use their painting styles. So this is also the technology part. I'm currently slowly developing it. So maybe I should skip this part. So my plan is before December 20th, I will finish these functions. So classify shadows with default database, which is already done, and thematic search with in DBpedia and Wikipedia to find the similar pictures, and then classify hand shadow with thematic search. And then the human interface. This is my plan before December 20th. And I'm a second year student from Cohen program in Jyväskylä University, and also a junior software developer. So now I'm looking for a teammate who want to work on this with me. And also I'm looking for feedback from you guys. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Let me come here behind. Thank you. All right. So, wow, wonderful. I will buy it. I mean, I'm definitely one of the first customers. It doesn't matter what it costs. It cannot be that expensive, but it looks like a wonderful idea. But so how far away are you in this, let's say, in this product or service?
You mean the progress now?
Yes.
It's still early stage. It's now I'm first developing APIs. So now there is no interface. Last week I just developed the API. Then we can classify the hand gesture like with any classes and animal names.
So is this an app or is this some other form of
It's app. I plan to make it as an app.
App for Android and iPhone,
Yeah.
I assume, platforms.
Yeah.
All right, so audience, let's give some feedback and ideas for our entrepreneur.
To me, this looks very good. So that the idea is really something else that we are usually hearing in this kind of presentations. So that you have invented something real new to my mind.
Thank you.
And it looks like you would be combining somehow learning solution with gaming solution or something like that, and then you might be in a learning business. Is that correct? So that your customers would be able to learn painting with the help of your app?
Yeah. We will give them like basic like cartoon pictures from based on their hand gestures, and then they can modify on it. Then together there is a short video.
Yeah, okay.
I picked up the point that there's a shadow and guessing.
Yeah.
I like that. You know, there are so many things here that are very interesting. So really innovative thinking. Have you? So you said that the existing apps are really hard for a 7-year-old.
Yeah, they are like kind of professional. Like they just put picture together. They look pretty, but the first thing is you have to draw pretty. So you have to draw from scratch. That's what they provide. They are like a professional drawing apps for adults.
All right. Or so they're really not targeting children actually.
No.
So have you been engaged with children already? You said something about being.
Yeah, I went to kindergarten because I want to see if today's kids are still interested in hand shadow and how old they have to be to make stories. So the kids I want to play with, they were like around 7-year-old, and there were 5 kids. And then after I turned off the light and turned on the light on my phone, and then there's a kid immediately asked, "Is this hand shadow? Can we make story from it?" And then I said, "Yes, go ahead." And then they just started playing for like half an hour, something.
Were you in Finland or in China doing this?
Here in Jyväskylä, in one kindergarten in student village.
Very nice. And what are the next steps that you plan to do?
To keep and develop the basic function before December 20th.
Before December 20th, that's good. I like that. Dates are important, deadlines. But one thing to keep in mind, and then I let Vesa to continue commenting, is that when you are now planning features, so you might plan features that nobody will ever use. So that's the challenge when you are coming up with new ideas and you are expanding so focusing on the very, we call it minimum viable product, but the minimum set of features that would actually let you elaborate with the kids more.
Yeah, I think after I develop the basic function, I will go to kindergarten again and to try, and just let the kids give me real feedback.
All right.
Yes, that's very important that you're working together with the customers. And one idea might be that there's some kind of learning element to my mind. then it might be reasonable to think if some psychologist or pedagogist would give you some kind of input in this solution.
So what Vesa is saying is that when there's a learning element, it's better for your product. It will sell better. If it's only for play, it means that there is you have to kind of understand that play is always good. If play has learning element, it's actually very valuable.
Yeah, I get it. Thank you. I would provide something like tutorial, like help them. Yes.
And another idea that I'm building on Vesa's comment here, and actually Pekka's as well, that when you have your app and then the more difficult apps, maybe it could be useful to build a bridge between those, so that when a child learns to use your program, it's easier to use some other more developed or more difficult app. So then maybe you could have collaboration with some other app and think something about that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It would also save time for me.
Yeah.
I
then
don't.
there would be more like developmental and pedagogical background support.
See, I don't think that Vesa meant that you have to develop a tutorial to help to use the app. I think it was that when you use the app, you will learn math. You will learn biology, and maybe you don't learn, but you learn something. So there's so it's actually a pedagogical app. Yeah. So that you are actually learning something about shadows, something about something, and when you discover that, you talk with psychologists, that this will calm kids down, and they learn to concentrate, and then you're already saying that you have trouble with concentrations. This also helps in that. It's like the magical pill.
Thank you. That's a good idea. I will think about it. It has to be developed, the idea.
All right, but I think that we have used our time, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our streaming today, and the next time we meet is not the first Friday of December, because it's Independence Day in Finland. So which one is that?
29th of November.
So sorry, yes, so next time we meet is 29th of November. Thank you so much. Bye bye now.